and thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Please keep in mind my readings are indeed general, may or may not resonate, so take what does, leave the rest. Also, please be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus signs for more insight, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So I haven't been doing other readings because the other signs just aren't giving me enough views. However, this reading was requested, and when I do get requests, I do them. All right, so let's just hop right in and see what we have for you. This is going to be a general energy, please, for Leos. What do we have for Leos? Okay, so it says, F out of here. This is your mantra today. Say it in a Jersey accent to add emphasis. If bull BS shows up, give it a F out of here conversation and send it on its way. This should probably be silent at work and at school and pretty much anywhere else in public, but it's still highly effing effective even when you keep it all to yourself. So I feel like you let a lot of things bother you, right? Some things you should think about, other things you shouldn't. However, all in that moment don't need a reaction. And that's something that my Leos may need to work on. Everything does not need an immediate reaction. Sometimes you really just need time to sit and think, right? So let's just see what we have for you guys. Energy, please, for Leo. Current energy, please, for Leo. So you have two, Six of Pentacles and the the Ten of Cups. Huh. I want what's mine and I want it now. I'm ready to be happy. When do I get to my Ten of Cups, and when does it start to feel fair? I've been working on it. I've been trying so hard, but I'm met with a lot of conflict, and Ashley, I just need to know if I'm on the right path. Well, Leo, I'll say you're always on the right path as long as you are aware of what's going on around you and you're not just doing things to do them. I feel like in regards to a connection, which keeps being pointed out, with the Page of Swords, you could be missing something. Especially if that's what you're on YouTube looking for answers to what's going on with a connection. You're missing a piece, and that could be why things aren't going the way you need them to go. Because with the Emperor, it seems like you're trying to keep control of someone, but not really understanding them in order to really gain control of the situation overall. And it's making this person's ego trip. All right, could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I think this person is in a place of peace, or at least they're trying to be. I'm getting a little bit of main character energy, even if they're not. I'm sorry. So with the Knight of Pentacles, you're going to want to be kind of slow and steady with this person and pay attention to things on a more practical level and maybe not an emotional one. This person can be lacking awareness in certain places, and you may be able to see through that. Overall, the connection between you two does seem to be pretty good, but I think this person may trigger you also because they show you sides of yourself that aren't always the greatest. A Ten of Pentacles is here. That lets me know that this either has the potential to be long term, but it is. But there's going to be certain things that just don't align with what you thought, or this love is going to change how you perceive love overall, and it's not going to be easy. With the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance here, it's going to require a lot of patience, and with the Four of Wands, stability, meaning you can't run. Okay, you can't be a track star. You have to be able to show up for whoever this person is, no matter what, even if you don't understand them, even if there's hiccups in the road. Or you have to let them go and completely be over it. Not jump in and out because you miss them or you love them and you want to teach them a lesson. That's not how this love or love overall really works. Okay? All right, so let's see what else we have. You seem a little guarded. I think people are trying to tell you their point of view, or they may just be wanting to have small conversation with you. But with the Strength card here, it almost seems like you have no time for it. You're looking for more You hate small talk. There's someone going to be trying to small talk. You could be at work. Spirit is saying be a little bit more open with this person. Don't seem so cold and detached. Why the devil is here? The death card. Changing your persona. I feel like people who you work with, especially if you have your own business or something like that, may look at you in kind of a dark or negative light. You probably have to come off a little bit more inviting in order to get more opportunities with this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see the Hierophant. It's like you're sticking to a plan or a goal, or you have something that you really want, but someone is looking at you as someone who lacks morals, or in some way not following a plan or the plan or sticking to one thing. And because of that, with the Moon card, it makes people question you, your sincerity, and your work. Yeah, the Magician is here. And it's crazy because you have so much positive energy around you. You're definitely a good business partner, but you also care about what other people think or how they feel. With the Seven of Swords here, people misjudge you, misunderstand you. Okay. So what else do we have for Leos? What else do we have for Leo, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles and a Star card. I'm either needing to fix your finances or possibly already doing it. Start slow, but keep your momentum. Maybe you want to start with your credit. Some of you need money in order to start with your credit. Whatever your starting point is, you need to be consistent with it. You can't let things get in the way. Some of you guys constantly let heartbreak or outside things get in the way of your finances. That's almost like, you know, negative forces purposely coming in between you and what's supposed to be yours. So you have to persevere through that. With the King of Cups, a lot of you guys have to get in control of your emotions. You need to leave home at home and leave work at work. And also be on time or be more punctual. I'm seeing people like your work ethic but feel like you're not on time. Or you're lacking, what is this called? You're lacking professionalism in a way. Yeah, that could be why you're missing out on opportunities, especially if you feel like you were supposed to be hired for a higher position or get a raise or something like that, and it's not happening. People are paying attention to you, but they may feel like you're making bad decisions at work. How are people currently viewing Leo? How are people currently viewing Leo? Like someone who's very strong, someone who's hardworking or doing what's best for them, but also someone who could be quite judgmental. It seems like you're easy to work with, but at the same time, nobody really knows you. Ten of Pentacles. You could have been working somewhere for a while, or people view you as being very stable, liking to save up your money, being consistent with a job or money. But with the King of Wands here, also being ego-driven because of that. It's funny because with the Nine of Cups, it almost feels like this is what you want to be looked at as. So people view you exactly the way you want to be looked at. But with the Justice card and the King of Pentacles, I feel like now it's time for you to actually be that person. Oh, so it's a facade. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. People, okay, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. So what is something that Leo needs to work on right now? What does Leo need to work on right now? Energy for what Leo needs to work on right in this very moment. The Moon card. Okay. Tell me about this Moon card. What is the Moon here for? Ten of Pentacles. Knowing what you want and sticking to that. I feel like you guys are all over the place. Like it seems like you know what you want and then it switches, and then you know what you want again and then that switches. I need you to be a little more consistent with what you're working towards in order for that to come into fruition. It almost seems like You start to work on something, you like it, and then you realize, this is not for me no more, and then you're doing something else. Justice card is here. The lesson here for you, and why sometimes it may feel like a failure for you, is because of the lack of consistency. I'm getting the Chariot card here, meaning whatever it is that you decide you want to do, you got to push through it, whether it works out for you or not in the beginning. I feel like with the Nine of Swords here and the King of Pentacles, you overthink things that aren't giving you immediate return. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. This has a lot to do with finances, Seven of Swords, and how you may be missing out on opportunities to align yourself more with money. And then thinking about love separately. Whether you're in a relationship or not, it just feels like with the Two of Wands here, you have to learn how to place things where they belong. Prioritize what's more important for you, because with the Devil, that's kind of what's all over the place for you. Yeah, it's like you're trying to gain control of everything at one time, where your money needs to be your main priority and then love second. Yeah, Queen of Wands here. It almost seems like you're trying to gain control of someone who's already in control. Power struggle, especially for a relationship. Hierophant. Yeah, this is showing up as a relationship. There's a big power struggle between someone. Even if it's a feminine, this person's acting quite masculine. And that could be why there's love there, but it's not really shared the way it's supposed to be. This person may want to be nurtured, and you may in some way feel like you're not being met. But with the Nine of Cups here, this person is your wish fulfillment, whether it's a male or a female. Yeah, this person is your wish fulfillment, or somebody who you would really want to be with. But maybe a part of you has to change, or you're worried about whether or not, Ace of Wands, you're enough. Six of Pentacles, if it's worth it. I'm gonna leave this here, guys, and give you a little bit of advice moving forward this week. Advice for, I hate that my curls did that. I was trying to make them lay flat. Spirit, please tell me, what advice do you have for Leo? Advice, please, for Leos moving forward. Three of Cups is here. Have more fun with it. I feel like you guys have been a bit too serious lately. And with the Seven of Wands here, it's not really allowing any relief to come towards you. And it's putting you on call for more drama, if that makes sense. If you're always guarded, you're looking for trouble, but you're not really indulging fun. That's why life could feel so hard for some of my Leos right now. Or inconsistent when it comes to happiness. All right. So since this is a general, I'm going to do an all signs, but this all signs does not have to apply to love. It can apply to your friend, a family member, your child, your bus driver, your Uber driver, whoever is a recurring person in your life. Okay. So Spirit, please tell me, what do we have all the way from Aries to Pisces for Leo? Leo, let me get you guys a oracle, just in case you get out of here before your all signs. It says shame, regret, and guilt. Those are all just BS. Forgive and let that ish go. All right. So all the way from Aries to Pisces, what do we have for all signs? All signs, please, for Leo. Leo, if there's an Aries around you, this person could be a little jealous. I feel like they could be trying to show that they're bigger or better than you. There could be an argument or some type of disagreement between you two. Just protect yourself. There's a Taurus who's just not opening up. Even if they come off as if they are, I feel like there's a blockage between you and them. Gemini wants things their way or the highway. What's new? Cancer is trying their best to be fair, but things could still end up being one-sided if you're not careful. Another Leo may need you to take things slow and be consistent. Be careful of being breadcrumbed. Virgo wants you guys to get on the same page. Libra is trying to figure out what they want. Scorpio seems to be very passionate about you. Be careful that it's not just sexual. Sagittarius wants you to show more affection or love. This person also wants you to be apologetic for something. I don't know if they want you to apologize or show that you've changed. Capricorn feels like you're a wish fulfillment. They're really happy to have you, but they could be hiding something from you. Could be past traumas or how they feel. Sagittarius, I'm sorry, Aquarius seems to be a little guarded. This person may be reluctant to let you in right now. It could be because they have other things going on they don't want you to know about. Could be financial issues. I'm sorry, last but not least, you have Pisces. This person could either be dealing with a prior heartbreak or not sure who to choose right now and be two-timing. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. I feel like you guys are in a place or a position to make a lot of things happen for you, but you first have to realize that you're in that position and know what to do with it. Till next time, guys. Bye.